Green Communities is an organization working in the idea of sustainable development. Volunteers come in, they come and help the world through all these projects. We stop the erosion, we stop the pollution, we planting trees, we use compost, but at the same time, we do service, convincing farmers that live in this town through the community service. I do really want to do something for my people.
We saw an idea and now it's a program, and we have a lot of people involved with the program, doing something good for the communities. We start little by little. You cannot change the mind of the people in one day. It's a process, but you have to do specific things in the community that make a difference, and that's how the people want to believe in you.
What Green Communities has to offer and the change that we're trying to do, I believe that we're going to do great and we're in the right direction.
The idea is to be an economic and social model for the world.
Our overall mission is to be working for the forest and working for the people. Going along with that is our sustainable development model. You have to have the community engaging with the volunteers, doing the work with them side by side.
Here in Los Santos, we have the best coffees in the world. The coffee is really important because it's not an industry, it's the only one industry we have. The whole economy moves around the coffee.
90% of the people that live in Los Santos area produce coffee. Most of the people, they are just cutting and cutting trees to produce coffee. If the farmers continue doing what they are doing right now, everything gonna disappear in 10 years, maybe 20 years. So our main goal is try to keep the cloud forest alive.
That's why we go hand by hand with the social part and the environmental part, because if we help the people to improve their lifestyle, they're gonna have the willingness to help the environment at the same time.
We are transitioning the local farmers from traditional conventional coffee farming over to organic ecological farming.
We have a big problem with soil erosion because when they're using the chemicals, the herbicides, they're killing all the weeds. So when it starts to rain, all the pesticides, all the topsoil, microorganisms goes to the river, and then everything goes to the ocean. They think that they can only grow coffee, but that's not true. You need to put some flowers, you need to put some trees, because in that way you will attract pollinators, bees, hummingbirds, butterflies.
Organic production is not a trend, it's something that we must do right now.
These farmers, Green Communities is educating them and telling them the benefits for their own health and for this planet and for the longevity of their farms.
What we're really creating here is not going to be your typical tour. Our programs involve service learning, cultural immersion, and adventure. The great thing is that you're working with a local host organization that is very rooted in the local community.
The goal first is going to be every single morning, so working on the farms, making compost projects, planting trees. Then other projects we have is like service. We paving a road, we painting the schools, we making eco bricks. In the afternoons, we come to the soccer field, playing with the locals, visiting communities. Depending on the project you choose, we're going to have Spanish lessons or cultural activities. Cooking lessons, dance lessons, we have a lot of fun, you know, but at the same time, we work so hard.
We come back and we're dirty and we're tired, but we're still full of energy because it doesn't actually feel like your typical work.
At the end of the day, you feel great that you've done something to affect a community that's really developing in a sustainable way.
Los Santos, for me, is one of the few places in the world that you're gonna meet people and not tourists. Everyone say, hello, how are you? Pura vida, even if you don't speak the same language.
What is the most interesting part about this? The people. Because we're the ones destroying and trashing the planet, but we're the ones that have the power to be able to change this.
This is a program that was created by locals. They know exactly what needs to happen in this community. They know the changes that they want to see, and we get to be a part of it.
The base knowledge I had coming down here, I learned that there was so much more that I could be doing. Green Communities is a phenomenal idea and phenomenal project. I feel like we need to embrace it more, we need to push it more, not just here, but in our own country as well.
I chose this project specifically because it's amazing that such a small community is making such a big effort to obviously go green and help the environment, and it's just really inspiring.
And I think they have a really good balance too, because we're here to learn stuff and we're also here to have fun.
You've got the waterfalls and you've got the rivers, you've got the oceans and the mountains, and so if you're into adventure, if you like having fun, you can have all of that here as well.
So we did zip lining and we did like a monkey climb and we climbed up the middle of a tree, which was amazing.
The founders with Green Communities, Jonathan and Carlos, are very passionate about the mission and the programs that we have here. And this is what makes it special and unique, is that you get to work with the founders on a daily basis. They'll be there with you doing the service, explaining the reasons why we're doing this, how it helps the communities.
Working with Carlos, with Jonathan, with David, all these Green Community staff has been an amazing experience. They inspire me every single day. They have thought this whole thing through so well.
They have a lot of passion for their projects. Every time you speak with them, you can see all the energy they are putting to make this happen. So I think that inspires me and that makes me make sense of their project.
Y ahora yo tengo una parte de café orgánico y tengo otra parte de café convencional. Uno ve, quería saber qué es el cambio. Entonces el cambio se ve clarito.
These communities that I've been working with, like Providencia and San Pedro specifically, they really have a positive feeling about the volunteers coming down here.
They have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to live with the families. And even those volunteers that don't stay with families has this amazing experience because we have activities to meet the families and the communities, and everyone has so much fun.
Whether you're doing our programs for 8 days or a couple months, it doesn't matter if you want to come here as an individual participant and make a lot of new friends, or if you want to come here as a group, you're going to have a tremendous experience.
I mean, we're in the cloud forest, surrounded by trees. It's absolutely beautiful every single day. Oh, I'll be coming back. I will be coming back for sure.
The future of Green Communities is engage the community 100% into the environment. We started already with the organic farming, but it's not just organic farming, it's so many things.
I want to be able to have that connection with people and the environment. I still want 20 years from now to have this interaction with the people. Why? Because that's how you raise the awareness.